Hello and welcome to Flex Fitness. In today's video we're going to talk about some stretches that women who are pregnant should be doing on a daily basis. So as women progress through their pregnancy from first to second to third trimester, obviously the stomach, the baby's growing, it's going to cause some issues with imbalances. And when we talk about imbalances, we're talking about weaknesses versus tightness. So we're not going to talk about the strengthening exercises you need to do to help with that weakness, which is generally in through the quads and the glutes and the hamstrings and the upper and lower back areas. Today we're going to talk about the tightness, okay? So we've got three stretches. The first stretch is going to be a chest stretch. We get a lot of tightness in through the chest, into the shoulders as well. So this one's going to be great for the chest. It's also going to help stretch out those anterior deltoids in the shoulders. We do have another one that's going to specifically focus into the neck and upper trap area. But this first one, a chest stretch, so you can find any object that's not going to move on you. And I like to do this one with my elbow bent first, and we want to just turn our body away and feel that stretch in through the front of the shoulder and down into that pec major where it inserts on the sternal bone here, the breastbone. And like any of these stretches we do, we want to do this after our workouts, but you can do them throughout the day. And we want to hold 30 seconds, okay? And we would do the other arm 30 seconds as well. Now a progression for this would be to just anchor just the hand instead of the whole forearm. And we're going to turn away, so you'll be able to get a little deeper into that stretch. And you're going to feel that all the way up through your arm into the shoulder. The higher you get, you're going to get more chest. And as we get lower, we're going to get some shoulder. And then we could go down here, you can get a little more biceps. But for today, we want to really work that chest and stretch out the shoulder area. Both arms 30 seconds. So you can play with those different variations there, as long as we're feeling that in through the chest and the shoulders, which are areas that women who are pregnant predominantly will be tight, okay? And this applies even to after pregnancy because of carrying the baby, feeding, etc., things of that nature. Okay, so number two here is we're going to do a runner stretch. You might think it's funny that I'm saying runners for a pregnancy stretch, but it's referred to as a runner stretch often because we're stretching out those hip flexors. Hip flexors get very tight for women as they progress through their pregnancy. And so one thing that we can do here is we're going to get on a mat. We're going to get in a lunge position. And I want you to lunge forward just until you feel a slight tightness there. I don't want you to go so far forward that we're losing neutral spine. So that means the natural curvatures of our spine become exaggerated. So that lordosis, the lower back, the lumbar, gets too much extreme lordosis. So we just want to go until we feel that stretch. And at the same time, you're going to squeeze your glute here, okay? So it's going to bring your whole hip area and nominate bones into place while supporting that spine and feeling that stretch, okay? And then we can reach up with that same side and feel that into the hip flexor. So hip flexors right in the front here. I'm gonna have you breathe 30 seconds. And then again, same thing here. We're gonna lunge forward, feel that slight pull, don't over lunge. Squeeze your butt and reach. And you can even reach to the side. You get a tiny bit more stretch. That's going to come all the way up into your abdominals area as well. That's a great stretch. Again, 30 seconds per side. Make sure that we're breathing through those stretches. This next one here is the one that I was talking about. We're going to get into the neck and into the upper traps here. This one's armpit, or nose to armpit, sorry. So you're almost like you're smelling your armpit. Don't smell it if you've just worked out. But the idea is that we want to bring our nose to our armpit. We're going to put the opposite hand behind our back, try and relax that shoulder. And now you should feel this all the way through the upper traps into your sternocleidomastoid here. That's that big muscle that helps with the turning of the head. So we get a lot of tightness, especially even after the baby's born because we're holding. One other thing, as you're holding this, you can even shrug your shoulder and you're gonna feel that more localized right into here. So again, you can play with this one just like you did with the chest stretch. Same thing here, smell the armpit. And now I don't want you wrenching on your head and pulling your neck out of place. It's more of a find the end point and just hold it there. Don't keep applying a lot of pressure. Okay, and again, 30 seconds for that stretch as well. Okay, so if you have any questions about today's video or any other videos that we've done, please contact us by following the link below here, our beautiful website. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. Have a great day. Keep stretching. Flex your fitness.